Hey, welcome to this session of Group Leader Training. Luke Holder here, and I'm super excited to be on this journey with you as we're continuing to grow to be the best group leader, the best disciple maker that you can be. And so in this session, part 3, we're going to be talking about connecting people together. And there's so many different ways that you can do this, and you can be intentional around that. But there's a few that we want to highlight during this time that we think are really going to help you continue to take some next steps. One of the biggest ways that you can help people get connected together is by people telling their story. And as they hear what it is that somebody has gone through, they're able to relate to that, or they're able to understand more of where somebody's coming from to be able to build a deeper relationship together. Now, other ways that you can connect with people include going to Growth Track together. Here at Encounter, we call that Encounter Connect, to where you're able to get to hear people's stories in the midst of conversation and that kind of group setting that we're going to go through, where people are learning all different other kinds of things and how they can be a part of the larger picture of what God's doing here at Encounter Church. Another great thing that you can do as a group leader is structure a time before your group actually starts where people can come early and get to know each other more, or just to catch up. And as you do that, I promise you're going to have more vibrant discussion throughout your group as people understand where each other are coming from, or they just get to know each other more. They can understand the responses that people have and kind of know how to respond to one another, and just with a deeper level of understanding. Now, with that, it's also a great opportunity to invite somebody in with you to help you lead some of that. Somebody who maybe has the gift of hospitality, or maybe somebody that just has the gift of gab, to be able to strike up conversations with people around that. Or again, maybe somebody with the gift of hospitality to help make sure that everything is perfectly set up for your group, creating a great atmosphere, and then you can focus even more on the relational side of things. One of the things I would highly encourage for you as a group leader is not just to get together during your group time, but instead set some times throughout the year, throughout the time that your group is meeting, to get together outside of when your group is meeting. Now, sometimes you can do that with your whole group. Other times, you're just able to do that on more of an individual level. I know some of the things that I've been a part of a group that's done before is we've done family picnics at the park together, or some cookouts, but we've also done things like a Super Bowl party. One of the things that we love to do, though, is we'll kick off and try to end every session almost with a game night just for our group, to where, hey, you know what, we're not going to get into heavy spiritual things tonight. We're not even going to open the Bible other than maybe to read a verse about encouraging each other, but that the biggest thing is about developing our relationships with each other. Now, in the context of your group, one of the great things that you can do to help those developing relationships is to make sure that you are affirming the responses that people are giving. And so whenever somebody shares something, certainly something from their heart, not just a yes, no type of fact recall question, but just to really encourage the answer that they're giving. Now, don't go over the top brown nosing. People know if you're being fake. But please, please, please try to encourage and admonish one another as they are doing that. Now, there's few things that will build a relationship deeper, faster than actually getting to serve together. And so if there is an opportunity that arises where you and your group can be a part of doing something together for the impact of God's kingdom, or for something else in your community, I promise that that will pay dividends in the relationships that you guys are building. And then the last thing I want you to know about is ongoing communication is going to be a fantastic way for you to continue to build trust, and just to build on the expectations that you have that your group is more than just during the time frame that you guys are having your study. And so with that, we've got our Church Center application here. And with that, in the group, you have a chat feature to where you can continue the conversation throughout the week. And that way, it really isn't just during the short amount of time that your group is meeting, but instead you're continuing that conversation and you know more of what's going on with each other's lives. Personally, for my group, this is where I love for us to host some of our prayer and praise requests. That way, we aren't taking a ton of time doing that within our group, but also those things are a great way to keep the conversation rolling. Hey, we want to hear an update on this. We've been praying about it. What happened? Or, I heard that things weren't going good yesterday. What about today? And then praising. Everybody loves to get to do those things and to get to celebrate together. And so those are some of the things that we're going to dig into in this session as you dig into the interactive content around connecting people together. See you next time.